Yo, what's up, sports bettors? Alex here, and I'm bringing you my sharp bet of the week for NFL Week 12. So I went with the Bucs Colts game, over 51 points at minus 110 odds. This bet's on WynnBet, and we threw $12.50 on it. So why do we like this bet? And as I've done in tons of other videos, we are going to start with the OddsJam arbitrage page. So arbitrage means you can bet on two different sports books and earn a risk-free return. So in this scenario, if we had Pinnacle and WynnBet, Pinnacle is giving you plus 124 on the under 51 points in this game, and WynnBet is giving you minus 110 on the over. We could place a bet on both sides of the market and earn a risk-free profit of roughly 3%, just due to how big this discrepancy in odds is. But when arbitrage exists, it also means there has to be a profitable bet. There's no such thing as free money in sports betting. If there's an arb, there has to be a profitable bet with positive expected value. And because Pinnacle is one of the sharpest sports books in the world, one of the most efficient betting markets, typically their lines lead the rest of the market. When Pinnacle moves, other books follow, but we can see WynnBet's asleep at the wheel, right? Pinnacle has moved their over all the way down to minus 142, and on WynnBet, you can still pick up minus 110. So if we click into the total points market for this game, for the Colts-Bucs game, we can just scroll down and you can see, WynnBet is basically the only sportsbook giving you minus 110 odds on the over 51. And for the under 51, there are four books giving you plus 120 odds, and one book, FoxBet, is giving you plus 115. So if you just wanted to arb this bet and earn a risk-free profit, betting the over on WynnBet and the under on FoxBet, or on BetRivers or on Barstool, you could do that. But again, the reason we're going with the over is WynnBet is an arb to the sharpest bookmaker out there. So that means that this bet on WynnBet is mathematically profitable. And we'll go through the math in a sec. So we have the market from Pinnacle. It's minus 142 plus 124. So we can plug that into a zero vig calculator, a no vig fair odds calculator, to back out an estimate of the fair odds for a specific wager, which we can see comes out to be minus 131.44. In other words, if Pinnacle was applying no vig, they would give you minus 131 on the over 51 points and plus 131 on the under 51 points. That's the point of indifference for Pinnacle. And we're getting minus 110 on the over, which is much better than minus 131, which is why we like this specific bet. So once we remove the juice from Pinnacle's market, we also get an estimate of the win probability for our bet, which we can see is 56.8%. So we should be winning our wager roughly 56.8% according to the market on Pinnacle Sportsbook, right? So what we can do is we can go over here and we can very briefly go through the sports betting math. So we bet Bucs Colts over 51 minus 110 odds, staking $12.50 to win 1136.36 in profit if our bet wins. The market on Pinnacle was minus 142 plus 124. So our zero vig line estimate is minus 131.44, and our zero vig win probability estimate is 56.8%, right? So from every sports betting market, you can back out an estimate of the fair odds for a specific wager, and every odd has an associated implied probability, right? So all we're doing is we're taking this odd, we're putting it into an odds converter calculator. So like here, minus 131.44 implies a win rate of 56.8%, which we can see is right here. So now we have everything we need to back out the edge of our bet, or the mathematical profit margin of our bet. So we should be winning our wager 56.8% of the time, which means losing it 43.2% of the time. And that means we can back out the EV of our bet. So we're staking $12.50 to win 1136 in profit, and we should be winning our bet 56.79% of the time. So the expected value of our bet is 56.79% of the time. We're winning 1136, and 43.21% of the time we're losing $12.50. So we just multiply our win percentage times our profit, then we subtract our stake times our loss percentage to get an estimate of the expected value of this wager, which is $105, right? And then with this number, we can back out the edge of our bet. So we have an expected profit of $105 on a stake of $12.50. So we just, 105 divided by 1250 gets us the edge of our bet, or the expected return, right? It's just our expected profit divided by our stake, which is 8.4%. So Bucs Colts over 51, a very profitable bet, 8.4% edge. WynnBet definitely asleep at the wheel. Line started blasting towards the overs in this game. I don't know if Pinnacle started to take a lot of sharp action and they just moved the rest of the sports betting market up. Like you can see here, most sports books adjusted pretty quickly. Like Twin Spires is already at minus 143, plus 120. Pinnacle was minus 142, plus 124. So a lot of the books have adjusted quickly, but WynnBet was asleep at the wheel, still giving you minus 110 on the over 51 points. So we took that bet. It's mathematically profitable, and that's going to be our sweat for NFL Sunday. So hopefully you got in on this bet. You have a sweat with us. Over 51 points, Bucs Colts, minus 110 odds. You could have gotten it on WynnBet, and this bet had an EV or an edge of 8.4%. So a very profitable, good betting opportunity. Any questions you have, reach out to us at OddsJam, and we appreciate your time. Thanks so much.